To all my conspiracy theorist friends, yes, sometimes it's a curse and not always a blessing to be awake. Awakening is the most liberating, alienating, excruciating, empowering, lonely, confusing, freeing, frightening, expansive journey. If you find yourself struggling as you try to process all the insanity, you are not alone. No one talks about the darkness that accompanied awakening, or the grief, not only grieving the life and illusions you once had, but the realization that almost everything you thought you knew is a lie. The beliefs you held, the people you trusted, the principles you were taught all lives. Shattering illusions is rarely an enjoyable experience. There is a considerable amount of discomfort that comes with growth, and the grieving process doesn't stop there. With these newfound realizations, you then find yourself grieving all over again. Grieving the loss of many relationships with people who just don't get it. Feeling alone, being ridiculed and ashamed, not only by the masses, but for many of you, your very own family and friends too. Feeling like you no longer have much in common with these people you are surrounded by. Struggling with carrying on bullshit, shallow conversations that lack substance with those who are still fast asleep. Even feeling disconnected from your entire support system because they can't see what you see. Some even grieve the loss of their ignorance because ignorance is bliss and reality is harsh. Awakening can be a lonely road, and you will find often yourself journeying alone. It will have you running through the entire gamut of human emotions. You have to master the art of diving down the darkest rabbit holes, only to come out and still function in daily life.
I usually silently coach myself when I'm in social situations. I say, self, don't bring up Bitcoin. Don't. Just go with the flow. What are they talking about? Talk about it. But the problem is they're usually trying to discuss whether it's subconscious or consciously a problem. They're working through their problems. And in my mind, I'm, yeah, but Bitcoin. Yeah, but Bitcoin. Yeah, but Bitcoin. And it's so difficult. And sometimes I can pull it off, but generally I can't. Now that video was basically about conspiracy theorists, but I always say if it wasn't for conspiracy theories, I wouldn't be in Bitcoin. That's how I was steered in this direction, through finding the deep, dark rabbit holes of uncommon knowledge and going, how come I didn't know that? And then you go a little deeper and you go, oh, that's, how come I didn't know that? Ultimately, it led me to the banking system, the monetary paradigm, how money works, modern money mechanics. And it's such a bizarre thing to find out about, because for me, and now if there's anyone under 30 in the chat, I know my metrics are usually 30 plus, but if there is, I spent 30 years of my life not knowing anything about it. And it was bizarre to finally, bullish on parade, tinfoil hat brigade. It was bizarre to finally have my eyes wide shut when it dawned on me. I'm like, oh my God, then what was I learning? What was I being taught? And why was I being taught all that stuff if none of it is borderline true and most of it is borderline a lie? Welcome the blockchain basementers. JT, welcome into the stream. It's a bizarre realization, and it's not for the faint of heart, because you do have to give up a lot of things when you realize what the truth is and where the lies are. I mean, on one hand, when you get better at it, like most of us are, you can separate the truth. There's signals now, right? You start to understand signals. Oh, that's a lie. Oh, that's a half truth. Oh, that's a redirection. And maybe it comes down to, maybe the only thing I ever learned that was of any importance in high school that I didn't really go to that much was just a small chapter on debating, and the art of redirection. And, you can kind of, I notice it with political rhetoric. They never answer a question. It's unbelievable to me how that works. And to me, it's like watching a commercial, the frequency. It's like, I can't take it. When I hear these politicians deflect questions and they just answer complete gibberish, Sometimes I pretend to do that. Johnny December over on Rumble. Welcome, buddy. Down in Belize. Big Hands Dan, good morning from the basement. It's unbelievable to me that people put up with it. And I know that it's easier said than done to put up a fight. But I was just having a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday. And we talk every 3 months or so. There's no schedule. It's just when it happens, it happens. And sometimes it's funny because sometimes when we talk, he's gone dark. And then I have to taper his darkness with some light, right? But I feel like when I was talking to him yesterday, I had gone dark. And so he was tapering it with some light. And it's funny because when you go dark, you almost don't want to hear the light. I do believe that in relationships, some people are addicted to toxicity because it's a predictable outcome. Well, if I just push this button, I know where it's going to get me, and I'm going to have a certain degree of chemicals running through my body, whether it's cortisol or serotonin. Sometimes they feel the same depending on what your outlook for it. When you want to feel shitty, you can push buttons, and that cortisol sometimes represents serotonin. It's like, I knew it. I knew this would happen. I knew this was going to play out like that, right? Because you push the buttons. Rononymous. I just tried pulling cash out to buy gold and had to wait 3 days and answer a bunch of questions, basically be interrogated. It was very hard to stay calm. Yeah, that's funny because, as most people know, I was a gold bug before a Bitcoiner. And when I became a gold bug, I had to walk my bank. Guess what bank? TD. You've heard of TD. Remember? They just got fined for money laundering. A bank? Wait a second. I thought Bitcoin was filled with money launderers and criminals and terrorists and drug dealers, not banks. I thought banks were basically the pillar of top society. They would never do anything anyway. You know what I'm talking about. And they didn't know how to buy gold. I'm like, well, it's right. I mean, it's on your website, but I couldn't do it on the website. I was like, well, we don't allow people to buy gold. What do you mean? You said it's buy gold right here. So I had to make an appointment with one of these dummies in the back office, and I had to walk him through it. And eventually he was my gold guy, but I was like, the juice I was paying on buying gold from TD Bank is probably why they can afford a $3 billion hit and stay in business. Why? Well, they also, over the course of the corruption, they made $7 billion. So this is what I mean. The money power parasites, they just do whatever they want. And part of the slap on the wrist is just a small fine. Now, when we hear $3 billion, any normal person, you or I, in our small little business that are handcuffed by government licenses to do anything. You want to open that door, you need a license for the door opening. You want to lock it, you also need a lock license. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. If we were to receive any type of fine for business malpractice, be out of business. You're just that nose above the water, trudging along, making enough money to burn rate. And if you get deliriously successful, well, maybe the fine won't hurt as much. But for them, $3 billion out of, what is it, $11 billion? So it's like a $7 billion swing. That is a good business. So we're going to enter into a criminal activity and make $10 billion. But that's risky. Well, here's why it isn't risky. Nameless, faceless shareholder. We've done the quants. We have all of our accountants running the numbers, and they believe that the fine would be upwards of $3 billion, which is a lot, isn't it? Yeah, it's horrible. We made $10 billion, so it doesn't really matter. It's $7 billion. That's a good practice. Who wouldn't want to be in that business? Now, this is the 4-hour chart. She's a noisy little so-and-so. And Driftman, this is a perfect example of the market. He says, good morning. Where's the, we'll leave the comments off for here. It says, good morning, people patiently waiting for this pump. That is so funny because I was just wondering when the impatience was going to come, because I feel it right now. You know, what have you done for me lately? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday pump. Thursday pumps too. Wait a second. This only goes up straight. There's no pullbacks. Yeah, of course there's pullbacks. And it would make sense, you know, if you took a Fibonacci and you placed it on the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday pump, Thursday pullback. Now, here are some potential pullbacks. This is a little honeypot zone here, 23.6% fib, right in the loving arms of the 20 moving average. And what do we say about the 20 moving average? That price action is a cruise ship that goes out to sea. But if you look in the horizon, you can always see the lights of the shore. It never gets too far away from the 20 moving average. And sometimes it has to come into port and load up on amenities like toilet paper and whatnot, stuff like that, and food. And when they're dumping the price here, they're also dumping all the garbage into the ocean. Most people don't know that. Maybe there are laws to prevent that, but we know they don't follow laws. That's what the cruise ship I worked on. I don't know if I've told you my cruise ship stories, but they are unbelievable too. They just dump it at night too. Anyway, so this is a little honeypot, 23.6% fib, loving arms of the 20 moving average, a nice little ting, and then bounce off. That would be sweet. Now we could also see a Bernard Wickstinian dump to 38.2% fib, just a wick, just leave the wick there, right? And then regain. That would put us under the 20 moving average. And if you really look at it, we've stayed above the 20 moving average since Friday. We got over it. We were under it since last Monday, the whole week, basically staying under it. And then boom, we're up and we're over. So I don't know. There was some economic data came out that was rather positive. It didn't really seem to fudge the market one bit. I suppose it might have stopped the dump, stopped the bleeding, stopped the holes in the bucket. Does everybody remember that Sesame Street? There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza, my dear. And then the wife would reply, then why don't you fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry? Then why don't you fix it, dear Henry? I don't know why I'm thinking about that. Hole in the bucket. More importantly, over on the ding dong, let's see if there's any fix it, dear Henry. Scotty Moe, that's right. Scotty Moe, I think we're probably roughly around the same age. That is an age thing, that thing, because they stopped playing it, I'm sure. Even, and who's texting me? Also the little things that what, and then the phone would ring and they all get scared. Yeah, back when Sesame Street was wildly psychedelic. Now, the 23.6% fib on the ding dong is at 66K. Now, let's take the 66K and put it over on the 4-hour chart. Where does that lie? Right in between the 38.2 and the 23.6% fib. That would be a nice wick. And look, we have all these candle closes right at 66K. That would make sense for possible bounce from there. Let's see what other fibs we got here. Yep. 38.2% fib, 64. Now, Piano Matty B, all you do is fibs. Yeah, because that's all the universe does is fibs. Now, if we back checked Fibonacci's, it's so uncanny that it's basically, it may fall out of fibs every now and then, but generally, 85, 90% of price action just bounces off of fibs. And if that's news to you, then congratulations, life just got easier because the market becomes a little more predictable once you understand support, resistance, and Fibonacci's. Squeaky Mickey, what did I just walk into? Yep. 38.2% fib, 64.9. Let's check. Let's call it 65. Where is 65 on the 4-hour chart? Oh, hot diggity dog. Yep. It's the 50% fib. That's a corroboration. Now, the corroborations is what I look for. This would be a potentially devastating corroboration as far as sentiment would go. Big hands, Dan. Max Headroom. That's right. Whatever happened to Max Headroom? That was kind of a slightly before its time. Kind of CGI. And they could really do it. He just disappeared. They hung it up. They could come back now. But maybe it wouldn't lose. It would lose its... I don't know. They would probably try to make it better, and then in their attempt to make it better, they would ruin it. Now, this 50% fib, not a lot of action here. Not a lot of action. So that's a good thing. Even though there is a corroboration between the 50, the 38.2, and the ding dong, there's not a lot of corroboration here on the 4-hour chart. Even if we go back, yeah, it seems like, well, back here we did see a lot of action. When was this? July. Yeah, well, I mean, market has memory. We know that. And then, 61.8% fib, the goldenest of golden ratios is basically right here with the 2 hundo. So that's a dastardly corroboration because we know the universe loves the 61.8% fib. That would be at 63.1. Now, if we went back to 63, it is still $3,000 higher than we started the week. But we would still be hella disappointed in that price action because once price starts going up, there is no going back down. It's just up, 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 and away. When you add F sharp to C, it becomes... the sound that you hear at the end of, you know, when there's a movie and it'll say like, pianomattyb Productions Studios, and it'll have this thing, and they usually end with a chord with an F sharp and a C. It's dissonant and it makes you think, right? Changes your cells into wondering. Because we want this. We want it to resolve to G. Anyway. So there is a corroboration on the 61.8% fib down there at 63.1. Over on the weekly, let's see if there's any corrobs. Our support for this channel, like this is the channel we want to be in, because once we're out of it, yeah, at the beginning, Bruce Maya, of every video. Or remember videos when you had to go rent videos? You sit there. This is what I would do. I would pick a video and I would say to myself, if it was like the beginning of algorithms, quant bots, if not this, then that. So I would put it away. I'm like, if I can't find anything better, I'm going to stick with that. And then if I did, I wouldn't take it. That would just become my if not that, then this. I'm sure everyone did that. I remember getting dinged for late fees. It's like you would take the video back late, and then you'd forget, and then you'd go to rent another movie, and they'd be like, it's $6.99 for the movie rental, but you have a $4.99 late fee. And I always try to argue with the person. I'm like, but you can just waive it, because I got a buddy who works in one of these things. And he waives it for all his friends, all his family. You just have a button there. You can just waive it. You don't have to charge it. I work 50% of the time. 65.4 is our channel support. Now let's go back. 65.4, where is that? 65.4, right between the 23 and the 38. Nice wick down there on the 4-hour chart. 65.4 is right here, and that's just below the 38.2, but we see a lot of action. A little bit of corrobs there. The backup kid, or fees for not being kind and rewinding the VHS. Yeah, that was the worst part. Because I don't think I ever got dung for that. Is dung the plural of dinged? Instead of getting dinged, you got dung? I'm pretty sure it's not. But they also had one machine there that its only function was to rewind. It was just a rewind machine. So I'm like, well, sorry, but why don't you just stick it in your machine there that's just there for rewinding? It's not in my jurisdiction to rewind stuff. I'm going to have to give you a $2.99 rewind fine. So you're just going to stick it in there and rewind and then charge me $3? Would it be donged, C90? I don't know. Dung kind of seems like more past tense plural. They came and donged the bell, or the bell was dung. I don't know. We're getting into the weeds here on that one. So here we are. At the end of the day, on Sunday. Oh snap! Max Power. He got us all. He says, "Donged sounds like something at a Diddy party." Hey-o. It sure does. So what I'd like to do, best case scenario, worst case scenario, best case scenario on this weekly is to close the weekly candle. Here's a couple of reasons why. Let's make this bigger for y'all here so it's a little more comfortable on the old papers. So if we were to close green here at 65.6. Now, before we go any further, let's check out 65.6 on the ding dong. 65.6. It's right there. Well, we did have a lot of confluence here, 65.6. And if we go back to the 4-hour chart, 65.6. Hot diggity dog is a 38.2% fib. So there are carobs on that support line. We would close green, obviously, because basically 62.8 is where we closed on Sunday, dipped down to 62.4. So I guess it wasn't 60, so it was 62. Nicole, they found 700 dongs at Diddy's house, right? Just one word can change the whole trajectory of a stream. Not only would that be bullish just for closing this candle hella green with a 5% weekly candle, nothing to really write home about. But it would also be a bullish engulfing candle for basically the past 3 weeks, which is hella bullish. But, of course, what I am... Squeaky McGee, I used to record commercials, and while recording live, overdub them with my brother so you were on the spot improving them and watch them back. We did that for... me and my buddy once did that. We overdubbed Pulp Fiction. One swoop. We did the thing. And we thought it was so funny. We were probably baked as baked can be. And then years later we found it. We were watching and we're like, it's not as funny as I remembered it. The biggest thing is right here. Closing out this monthly chart above 65.5. What did we say? 65? Is this 65? Yeah. Okay. So if we were to close this week, but we're not closing the monthly candle this week, that would put us, it would nip and tuck us right back into this channel. Now, this is what I'm looking for. No matter what happens this month, whether we have a sell off and then we come back, we are looking. Nicole, 100 bottles of baby oil. I think we know now that it was just basically a GHB tincture, rubbing it into your skin, and everyone got a GHB, which is kind of like the date rape drug, I think. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. And now I'm gonna have a little yellow orange thing on the monetization, and I'm gonna get $2. The $2 that this stream would make is gonna get docked because I said that. You know how it goes on YouTube, our little digital gulag. No matter what happens, we want this monthly chart to close above 65.7. Lord love it, Doc, please. Demonetized. Oh my God, it's the duck hitting that. Uh-oh, what did you do? You pressed the wrong button. There you go. Oh, holy Smisco. Misco. gifted 5 Piano B memberships. That's Misco. He's the Oprah Winfrey of this channel. You get a membership, you get a membership, you get a membership, you get a membership. You all get a membership. Let's get that F sharp in there. Beautiful. Thank you very much, Misco. Always appreciated. Huge supporter. He supports this channel. He's a huge supporter of this channel, Misco. Buddy, what are we going to play for the kids today, huh? What are you thinking? Misco says I got you covered. Hold on a second, buddy. Hold on a second. Randy, a bite. Let's hear the smart cookie today. How about smart cookie, though? Thank you for the super chat. Johnny Belize over on Rumble. DuckTales, yes.
I'm a smart cookie, yes I am. I know my ABCs, I can count on my hand. I show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's start again. I'm a smart cookie, yes I am. I know my ABCs, I can count on my hand. I show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Don't forget to be kind. Just as long as being smart. Being smart, be kind. Just as important as being smart. Like being smart, the hardest that I'm a smart cookie. Yes, I am. I know my ABCs. I can count on my hand. I'll show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Smart cookie, I'm a smart cookie. Yes, I am. I'm a smart cookie. Yes, I am. Smart cookie, smart cookie, smart cookie, smart cookie. I'm a smart cookie.
Are you going to jam on it?
Smart cookie, smart cookie. I'm a smart cookie. Yes, I am.
Do a solo section.
Yes, I am.
Nice little ending there. Good solo. Unbelievable, buddy. Well, folks, let's hope we have the same pump we've had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, although we do have a little bit of a retracement here, don't we? And now I'm just trying to look for a video to play us out. Oh, you know what it is.
I fell more than at the top, couldn't stop myself. I fell more than at the top, now I'm down low. I should have held court till resistance became support. I should have held court till resistance became support. Everybody jumping off a bridge, all my friends were doing drugs. Everybody's cracking beers, who the heck am I to judge? I feel well, I shouldn't care, but influences everywhere telling me I'm missing out. Drinking on their offer boats, I couldn't take it. I fall more than at the top, couldn't stop myself. I fall more than at the top, now I'm down a lot. Hey, Scaramucci's the cat. I should have held court till resistance became support. I should have held court till resistance became support. Now I'm beating myself up again, lamenting all the sheep I met, and take away the spot up, pissing. I know I still wouldn't listen to any of you. What they wanna ape and well, just let me want. Don't give yourself a heart attack. Wait for the price to pull back. Don't FOMO in at the top. Couldn't stop myself. Not FOMO in at the top. Now I'm down a lot. I should have held court till resistance became support. I should have held court till resistance became support. Don't FOMO in at the top. Couldn't stop myself. I FOMO'd in at the top. Now I'm down a lot. Yeah, I should have held court till resistance became support. I should have held court till resistance became support. Yo, Jeb, where you at? Yo, Jeb, I said, where you at?
I took a minute now, I'm at the better end of all of it. The day I wanna quit will be a bitter one to swallow. Cause I'm in it when I said I wasn't really into audibles. I guess you gotta call them when you're ugly with the bottom. And it's stacking up against you with a pity. But they gotta give a nod to me. I'm running with the best and they kinda make a profit off of everything you told me was impossible. So why would you continue with the narrative and not admit I'm something incredible? Look of a general, hit him with the end of a shovel. They wanna forget it, I put him on the ground and I get up and open up the pit of my stomach to remind I am insane. I am insane. I am insane. I am insane.
Time.
Took a minute now, I'm at the better end of all of it. The day I wanna quit will be a bitter one to swallow. Cause I'm in it when I said I wasn't really into audibles. I guess you gotta call them when you're ugly with the bottom. And it's stacking up against you with a pity. But they gotta give a nod to me. I'm running with the best and they kinda make a profit off of everything you told me was impossible. So why would you continue with the narrative and not admit I'm something incredible? Look of a general, hit him with the end of a shovel. They wanna forget it, I put him on the ground and I get up and open up the pit of my stomach to remind I am insane. I am insane. I am insane. I am insane.
Ben, I was wondering if you had, any thoughts on green dots.
Joe, were you here? We win all the time. Fired up. Fired up. Somebody said relying on green dots. Come on, man. If you don't think these green dots work, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You are an absolute idiot. Fired up. You are a loser. You continue to lose. Yeah, let's check that out, guys. Let's check that out. That's kind of the definition of what happens to people in life who we call losers. They always feel like the one time that they try the thing, it doesn't work. The one time they try it, it doesn't work. You lost money on one trade. You look so small at the micro moments in life. And you take experience from that and you cast it across an entire range of time or experience. That's why you're losers. That's why you're losers. That's why you're losers. That's the kind of person who will never be successful in life, will never be successful in anything. Because you're too narrow-minded and short-sighted and idiotic to see what's right in front of you. Because you're too narrow-minded and short-sighted and idiotic to see what's right in front of you. Yeah, they don't work. Let's go back. Let's look at the chart here. Get out of here, Gizmo. Yeah, I hate Gizmo. I love Gizmo. He's so dang cute. I want a Mogwai. Let's go look. Let's see if they play out. Let's look at these patterns and let's see if they played out. This December of 2019, aka the entire bull run. I know y'all like when I do that. Bull run. Boom. Bull run. Boom. I can't even call you what I want to call you because it's not politically correct anymore. Joe, were you here? We win all the time. You know what we do here? We win all the time. 184% gain. Oh, just a 64% gain over 2.5 months. Idiot. 2.5 months. Boom. 548% gain. Why don't we go to the next one? Why don't we go check out the next one? Let's go. Let's go. Here it is, right here on the chart. You guys see it. Next one. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, rely on the green dots, you idiot. Let's check out the next one. Here we go. Boom. Next one. Only 128% gain. Only 120% gain. This is why you're a loser. This is why you continue to lose. This is why you don't make money in crypto. This is why you come in for 3 months and then you disappear like the vermin that you are, and you don't come back in. And you don't come back in. And you don't come back in. Because you're so idiotic that you can't look at a chart over a 2.5 year period of time and see how much it works. I get so tired of people coming to this chat and say stupid crap like that. Your parents are disappointed in you, sir. Because you haven't done anything with your life. Boom. That's all I got.
Heavens to Murgatroyd, Nick.
In the depths of the crypto bear market, anything can and will happen.
I've never seen anything like it.
Is the craziest I think I've ever seen.
Academy Award winner Zach Galifianakis says BitBoy Crypto, Ben Armstrong.
The psyop they tried to create in my brain, and you hear the struggle of, I haven't done anything.
Golden Globe nominee Shia LaBeouf as TJ Shed.
We had a great dynamic and a lot of fun over the years. This hurts all of us.
We broke the entire internet.
This has always been my company.
Also starring Benicio del Toro.
Remember me?
As Nicky Diamonds DeMonte. Nicolas Cage as Deezy. And Paul Giamatti as TJ's dad. Also some black guy that we've never really heard of.
Give me everything you got, pound, 10p, 5p, and even the brown pen exact to me.
Based on the best-selling novel by John Grisham. Cold-blooded crypto.
You know, there's too many lines that have been crossed. You and I we have to go our separate ways.
Heavens to Murgatroyd, Nick.
Feels like the bottom. Feels like something's about to change. Feels like the bottom. And I mean that in the most grooviest way. Feels like the walls are crashing down on me. Like everything is falling apart. Nothing makes sense anymore. I just want to go back to the days when it felt like it would never end. Would all just go on forever. I wake up and you're gone. Did I hold on too long? Tell me, where did I go wrong? It feels like the bottom. It feels like something's about to change. It feels like the bottom. And I mean this in the most grooviest way. Sometimes I wonder how long it'll be before I see you again, and this all just blows over. I'm just looking for someone to blame, just just a simple reason why we find ourselves here again. I wake up and you're gone. Did I hold on too long? Tell me, where did I go wrong? It feels like the bottom. It feels like something's about to change. It feels like the bottom. And I mean this in the most grooviest way. Tell me that it's over. Tell me that it's gone. Tell me everything I thought was wrong. 'Cause everything I had now is gone. Feels like the bottom. Feels like something's about to change. It feels like the bottom. And I mean this in the most grooviest way. It feels like the bottom. It feels like something's about to change. Feels like the bottom. And I mean this in the most grooviest way. Make sure you like and subscribe.